Yeah, when I first got to Moody, it was like heaven on earth. I thought, man, this is a taste of heaven right here. I bet you this is what heaven's going to be like. It was just so wonderful to be at Moody. So I think sometimes you go through an extremely joyful experience and you think, okay, I just got a small sip of what heaven's going to be. And only heaven's going to be all joy. No pain up there, no tears up there. Everything is going to be right. Except, there's one thing I just don't know that I'm going to like about heaven. Susan is not going to be my wife. No marriage in heaven. I just can't get over that up in heaven, she won't be my wife. I don't like that. And maybe I've said this before, so I'm going to ask the Lord if Sue's mansion can be right next door to mine, so occasionally I can sneak over there and spend the night with her. At least we can pretend that we're married.
Yeah, I think it is weird. And I wonder too, like our sense of purpose, you know what I mean? Because like here, right, you enjoy the activity of teaching. I mean, there's difficulty in studying, but there's a fulfillment that you get from these activities, or maybe even preaching or whatever it is. And maybe there'll be some aspect of that. But it is hard, like you said, there are the absence of some good things on earth. Including marriage and including raising a family and all this stuff that we're so used to being a good part of our life. And I think that also makes it difficult. But we know, and I always come back to this, of like the best analogy I can come up with is two unborn twins talking to each other about what it must be like on the other side. And they can't have any concept of what that is because they can't see, there's so much that's going to be foreign to them. And I think of when John, the beloved, has the visions in Revelation, or Ezekiel, and they're talking about these creatures that are just like, what are these things? You know, it has 4 heads or something, and then it has wheels, and you're like, what is this? Like, what's he looking at? But it must be like, you know, a baby, like when he comes out into the world, just like no concept, you know, because the only way you can make an analogy or a metaphor is based on something you've already seen. But there's so much that we don't understand. We don't even have language for it.